On this week's podcast, I talk about a lady who's defending her love for her children, but she hates dogs.
And I talk about the biggest event in Minneapolis. That's right, I'm talking about the cat tour. Meow. Welcome to the show, guys. It's Two Guys, Two Things. This is the podcast where we take two semi-trending topics or topics that no one else wanted to talk about, and we do. We pick up the scraps that are left behind at the dinner table and say, let's make a meal out of that. Or a podcast.
Pick up the... Yes, so we don't have... This is what I'm hearing when you say that.
Okay, what are you hearing?
We don't have our own ideas.
Okay.
We're like, oh man, what are we going to eat tonight?
Uh-huh.
/ what are we going to talk about? Well, I don't know. They did this, so we're going to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that and make our own meal.
Okay, I can see how... No, what I meant was
that something?
All the good stories are gone.
Oh.
And we just take whatever's left.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah, okay. Well, either way.
So we're the vultures of the podcasting world.
Oh, actually, I kind of like that. That's
Yeah.
good marketing.
Yeah, we're in our next commercial.
That's how we should market it. We are looking to do another ad for the podcast.
Yeah, we're the vultures of
I
podcasting.
kind of like that.
You have a story you don't like? Well, do it.
I love it. But thank you for joining us. We are going and doing another one of these YouTube lives now. We're having fun doing the lives.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good listen.
It's not.
For the audio experience.
No, it's not.
So if you do listen to it on audio, check us out on YouTube. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So what we do, though, this year to decide who gets to tell their 15-minute story first,
Yes.
we said this year we have to make a bet. We got to make a bet about something going on in the news that we know of. And whoever can win that bet will get to tell their story first. So this year this week we decided, hey, we all know
All-Star game.
the All-Star game. We're big baseball fans.
Yep.
So the All-Star game was happening in Texas, right? And in the Rangers.
Was it in Texas?
I've been in that stadium.
I thought it was in...
Where?
I don't know.
You thought it was in Florida?
Not Florida.
You're thinking of that soccer game.
Ooh, you've just been any way you can talk about this soccer game. Yeah, you don't even know
what was it called?
is.
The Copa Cabana? Was it the?
So what's our
What was
bet?
it? What was it?
Copa America.
Copa America. Got it. I got you. I'm with you.
God.
So no. So
Okay.
we have the All-Star game, but they have the home run derby, right? Which I love. I love the home run derby. It's so fun.
Real fun.
And we wanted to make a bet on who we thought was gonna win
Right.
the home run derby.
Yeah. My bet was easy. I'm a Dodger fan.
Yeah, proof. The hat.
Proof.
Yeah.
Proof. So
Proof. There it is.
There was only one Dodger in the home run.
Yeah.
Derby.
Surprised how did he get it?
He's good.
Well,
And Otani's not going to do it. They don't want to mess him up.
Okay.
So that's basically why. Because obviously
right.
he should have been in it, just like Judge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you don't want to mess him up. So Teoscar Hernandez, who's a Dodger, I said, you know what? His odds aren't very good. I'm rolling with it. He's gonna win the home run derby. Lo and behold, my Dodger wins it. Gets $1 million for doing it, by the way.
oh, good, because I'm sure he doesn't have enough money.
Yeah, $1 million.
He doesn't go to charity?
No, they get it.
I remember like athletes at the end of like the World Series too, like MVP, you win a truck.
Yeah.
Like, why do you?
Yeah, he can buy his own truck. Real quick, we're supposed to do bets, but
Yeah.
I didn't get to bets. I did my bet, but I was watched the video. It was black and white. It was Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays.
Oh.
Right, and it was a home run derby, but it was in an empty baseball field, and it was just the announcer, and he said, "Come here, Mickey, how do you blah, blah," and then "Come here, Willie," and how do you feel? And then he said, "The winner gets $1,000."
Oh my god.
But it was Willie Mays, just Willie Mays, and
but if you
Mickey
change
Mantle.
that inflation,
Yeah,
$1,000,
right, probably.
I think it's like $2,000.
It's probably close.
Closer to two. No, so but I made the bet then. You
Yes.
said the
I said
Dodger,
Teoscar
and you
Hernandez.
won.
Yes.
You won, so you get to go first. But
Dodger wins
I
it.
thought, this Pete Alonso, he's won a lot, right?
He has. He won last year.
Yeah, and I saw a stat that says he has the most home runs in home run derby history.
Is that true?
That's true.
Oh, that's funny.
So I was like, you know what? It's not going to go to him, though. He's going to
Right.
have honorary Mr. Met. Mr. Met was going to come in, and he was going to hit for Pete Alonso, and he was going to win the
yeah.
home run derby. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
That would have been really cool. Could you imagine Mr. Met?
It would have been cool, but I questioned you. I remember questioning you, saying, "Oh, you think?"
The
I
mascot.
just want to make sure I understand this.
Uh-huh.
Pete Alonso is going to get up to bat and stop the home run derby and
No,
go call in a mascot
No.
to win the home run derby.
He was going to dress up as Mr.
Oh,
he would
I
take
see.
over
I
as
see.
Mr. Met,
I
and
see.
as Mr. Met would have won the Derby.
Got it. That was a weird bet.
That would have been
And that's
amazing.
why you lost. Yeah.
Okay, but of all the mascots,
Who's the coolest?
who
Oh.
would win a home run derby?
Oh God. Probably the Cincinnati Reds guy looks pretty buff.
What is he?
He's
Tommy?
like he's kind of like the Mr.
Yes.
Met.
Socialist.
He's just like he's a guy with a baseball.
I don't know if I even
As
seen
a
this
head.
guy. I think the guy, the Brewers guy.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? That's a good one.
Anyway, all right. Well, that's it. You won the bet. You get to start
Yeah,
your
thank you.
15-minute story, and at the end of it, there'll hopefully be some sort of notification, some way.
Yeah, for sure.
I might get a text saying that I'm overdrawn on funds. Either way, we'll know.
All right. So look, we only have one person watch right now. We're doing live. One person. I'll mess with Elliot. One person watching right now. But if there's more to come, I want chats, and after the stories, we'll get to them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to really matter today.
Well,
But-
we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
Okay. So 15 minutes on the clock. Here we go. This is something new for us.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a little game with myself.
Okay. Explain.
I'm gonna tell the story, my story tonight,
Yes.
without knowing the story.
You don't know your own story.
So as you guys are hearing it, I'm hearing it.
This is why we are the vultures of the podcast world.
So, I'm sorry.
Preparation
H.
is very
Oh.
important. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
important.
So, and I'm being very. I'm gonna look to this camera.
Be honest.
I'm being very honest, guys.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. Listen, you're hearing it when I'm hearing it.
If the story sucks,
Yeah.
can you give us an apology? to
I'll
everyone?
apologize after the story if it sucks.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to, pump it up as much as I can.
Okay.
But here we go.
All right.
All right. 15 minutes.
Let's
Here we
go
go
with it.
All right. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
All right. So mom defends viral rant, admitting feelings of her dogs changed after she had her kids. She said, "My children need me more," which
What?
Okay. I mean, makes me. It's funny. Real quick, that people can't see this. This is on people.com. But that was the title of it. But then in parentheses, it says exclusive. Like the mom just talked to People magazine. It's the dumbest thing in the whole world. Anyway.
Hot off the press. Listen, everyone.
Yeah, exclusive. People magazine got the hot scoop.
The mom that hates her own dogs.
Mom says kids are important. Okay, so apparently this mom got backlash.
Now I want the announcer from Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here with this mom.
Come here, mom.
Here's $1,000.
Yeah, if you just tell me.
Buy yourself some groceries.
So what I read is mom likes her kids and people get mad.
Okay.
Right. So
Sure.
we'll see. So the TikTok creator Madison Barbosa, she tells People magazine that her parenting priorities have not made her a worse dog owner. Which, okay, so we'll see where the story goes. But
Yeah.
right off the bat, I want to hear this rant. I'm sure it doesn't mean she hates her dogs now. And she just said, "Hey, look, I have a kid. If there's a fire, I'm taking my kid."
I think that's exactly what she says.
Oh, really?
Actually.
That
Go on. That's just
okay.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
So because this is already a pet peeve of mine that we're
Right.
getting into,
Okay,
and
okay.
I'll talk about it as
Okay,
as
I want to
we
hear.
go.
I want to hear this. So, so again, Madison Barbosa received backlash from viewers after opening up about how she struggles to balance raising toddlers with caring for dogs. So,
All right.
and by the way, I only kind of get that. I know the priorities are different. We got our first dog before.
My kids
Nora's
don't
born.
eat until the dogs eat.
Oh well, that's
Right.
a given.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Right.
So.
No, you were saying though you got your
Oh
dog.
no! So we bought our first dog, Sophia, just a couple months before.
You make it sound like you just bought a truck.
Yeah,
And
so-
we bought our first
We
dog.
bought her. We bought her.
Okay.
We didn't find her. We paid money for her.
Breeder?
It was
From a breeder?
No, of course not. It was from Austin SPCA.
No, I'm talking the mom. She's a breeder.
Oh, the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
She sells her kids after she has the SPCA in Austin a couple months before we had our newborn. So they grew up together, which was nice.
Okay, so the dog was first.
Yeah, a couple months
Got it.
before our daughter.
And
when we had a daughter, we didn't go, "Oh man, how am I ever going to take care of this dog
Sure.
now?"
How old was it? Was the dog a puppy? It was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was 8 weeks.
Oh yeah.
However, she was
Oh
the
yeah.
youngest.
So
she could
you
be.
had to do the puppy training.
Well, we left in the
Potty-
middle of the night.
puppy
'cause
training,
our-
potty stuff.
Yeah. Our daughter. This is not the story. Our daughter was 5 weeks early.
Yeah.
So like at 1:30 at night, we left. And this is the first time our little puppy, she was a teeny puppy,
Yeah.
was ever been by herself. So we were at the hospital overnight into the next day. And we came home, our walls were destroyed. Like she was not happy that she got left.
She ate the wall.
Yeah, she was scratching at him. She was
Oh.
licking them. And there's like just dents and holes and shit in the walls. And she was not happy.
Oh my God.
So I had to leave my poor wife who just had her baby. I was like, I gotta go check on the dog. So I mean, I get that the baby is important, but you also, you know, we have dogs. Okay, we got to get to the story.
Get to the story.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Yep, sorry.
All right. Okay. So Madison isn't afraid to admit when she's in the dog days of parenthood. It says.
Oh, People
I know,
magazine.
you gotta love it. So she opened up to her followers about the difficulties of raising toddlers and caring for 3 dogs, which is a lot of dogs.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So I get it. We just have the one.
Yeah.
Two, but that's the one.
Yeah.
So I understand that. And so in a 3-minute TikTok video that she posted last month, she explained that she and her husband got their pets, 2 Australian Shepherds and 1 100-pound Alpha Blue Bulldog, before they welcomed kids together. All right.
Okay.
So
Dogs-
maybe
dogs
they
were
thought,
first.
yeah. So maybe they were thinking, because obviously they knew at that point they were pregnant.
Right.
But so I guess the idea would be to
Wait, a year before?
no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But the idea would be to like, oh yeah, let's have them raised together.
Same thing you did.
And we did, yeah.
Exactly.
And it worked. And I didn't go on TikTok and complain about it.
Right.
So
Because the hope is if you can get the dog to be raised with the kid at the same time, that the dog's friends will also be your kid's friends, right?
I don't get it.
And your kid's friends will be your dog's friends.
Do you get it?
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay, it's all right.
Anyway.
it's okay. It's okay.
So
Same with a cat though. When you try to raise a cat with a dog, like I hear that if you can get them when they're both young.
oh sure.
They
Then
can maybe get along.
They can habitate
right.
together. Which makes sense.
So our cat, we started out with having 2 cats, and our cat started out with just all of us actually, Smokey, right? We were roommates at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just became
oh,
Andrea and
that
I.
fucking cat. Oh man.
But and
Hated me.
then so Smokey though saw
I'm
from
glad
Andrea and
a
I,
Coyote got her.
we went all the way into
That cat was like 50, dude.
3. We had 3 kids with that cat. That cat never warmed up to the kids. It was always
anybody?
mad. Well, I mean, lovely, but it's like
kids-
still,
the cat didn't
it's
like you that
still,
much either?
No, he did, but he had a
Okay.
resentment still. Like, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, right. Because
It's
that's the.
it's been 12 years.
Yeah.
I'm not used to.
No,
Then we got dogs. Like, oh man.
Smokey was a son
Don't
of
like
a gun.
this.
Smokey was a son of a gun.
Anyway.
Plenty of forearms just ripped to shreds because of that cat. Anyway, okay. So prior to becoming parents, Madison and her husband had little issues looking after the dogs on their nearly 2 acres of land.
Okay.
All right, I'm already going against this lady. Acres, these dogs are on acres, and they got shepherds.
Good for them.
It's awesome. I'm saying then why don't complain about the dog? The dogs are living their life.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. However, now that she's a mom of a 1-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter, Barbosa said that she finds the balance between kids and pets to be overstimulating.
Okay.
I guess I get it, but I don't quite get it. But that's fine. I'm not saying I dream about their death, she says. It's like something I would say. I'm not saying I want them to die.
Look, I'm not saying that, guys.
Let me preface this by saying I don't want my dogs to die. So she says it's not like I'm dreaming about their death. I love them. It's like, oh, okay.
I also say this about my kids.
That you don't want them to die.
Yeah. I'm not saying I
It
want
is.
them
It is
to
funny
die.
to preface things with things that don't need prefacing. Listen. I'm not saying I want my daughter to go out, get hit by a car, and get dragged 20 feet. I'm not saying that. Look, we didn't ask you that.
But she needs to look where she's going.
Yeah,
She crosses
all
the
I'm
street.
saying is she needs to grow up and learn to do things on her own. Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. So she said, I don't want them to die, but I love them. She has 660,000 viewers on the app.
Okay.
And
Do we know how many are dogs?
over half are dogs, she says.
All right.
So people are mad at her for ranting about this, and she says, I don't want them to die. but I dream about the idea of not having dogs in my house anymore. While I also have two animals that I birthed, or kids. That's
She said animals for her kids?
Yeah.
I have two animals that I birthed.
And then
Okay.
she says,
All right.
she says, I birthed. She says, I'm just fucking tired of these dogs, man. Okay, so I'm starting to get the backlash because it's not that people were mad that she's saying it's a little more difficult now.
Yeah,
It's
which
saying,
it would be. I mean, 2 years
It
old
is.
and a 1-year-old kid. Wow, that's
and,
crazy.
and dealing
busy.
with 3 dogs, but you
Yeah.
have 2 acres. Let the dogs go roam and have
Right.
Who cares? But it's not that she's saying it's more difficult. I think it's saying she's starting her rant with, "I'm not saying I dream about their death." Again, we didn't think that. Now we do.
Right.
And then saying, "I'm just tired of these dogs, man." So now people are. I think that's where you start to sour on Barbosa here.
Got it.
Right. And that's where people were saying, "Why did you get dogs if they were just going to be replaced with your children?" So maybe she didn't meaning she knew she was pregnant and you still got the dogs, which I get, but like maybe she had this grandiose idea of what it would be like. Has this been off the whole time?
I'm just making sure.
Okay. But maybe she had this grandiose idea of what it would be like,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, oh, it's way harder because
Yeah.
you do have to take care of the dogs.
Right.
But by the way, a lot less than kids. Again, let them go play. You got 2 acres. They'll be fine.
The dogs.
The
not
dogs,
kids.
will yeah, the kids.
Yeah.
Just put them outside. Let them run around.
What I do, I open up a piggy bank and I just open it up and say, "Go play
Right.
with these tiny coins, kids."
Yeah.
You know, they're fine.
So a lot of us. Here's where she says it. So she says if there was a house fire and you only had time to grab your kids or your dogs, who you grabbing? I'll leave it at that. So she's responding to people because they're mad, like you're talking about dogs. And of course, those people are gonna say my kids, but that's probably not what they're complaining about. So she's saying,
But it's weird though, because people are like, "Look, I'm not saying I want my kids to die,
right?
but I take my kids first over
Yeah,
there." instead of the
I'm
dogs,
not saying I want them to be burned alive in a house.
But if I had to choose,
Yeah, so she's still saying I stand by this video.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, and if you don't, then that's on you. So she's doing this months later, so she's really not getting over this.
oh, really? Okay,
she's
okay.
making she's
Yeah.
responding
Yeah.
with more and more
Yeah.
videos. Now she said the comments are turned off because these are keyboard warriors out there, true psychopaths with mental issues. So she's making these videos now and turning off comments because people are flooding her with like, "You're a horrible person." So she says, at the end of the day, my children are my world and my pets are a part of it. And I guess if you're being honest with yourself, like you can say that kind of thing, and it doesn't mean you don't love your dogs or your pets. You know what I mean? But so before we have 6 minutes. That's fine. So we want to cut it there real quick because you have 3 dogs, 3 kids.
I do, and we have a podcast
And do you find
It's 3 kids,
Do you find it hard to
3
take care of
dogs.
your dogs?
and Big Mess.
Big mess.
That's the name of the podcast, and it does better than this one.
Yes. Any dog podcast would.
Oh, it would be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Oh, do I find it hard? It would, of course. So we did the same thing where we had 2 kids and we had a newborn. So when my daughter was a baby, that's when we got a puppy.
Right.
And that was like
Yeah.
the dumbest thing.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
dumb. It's
tough.
really stupid.
It's tough because especially puppies, like you can't leave them anywhere.
No,
You gotta, yeah.
there's so much work, and it was a golden retriever, and they take 3 years until they finally kind of become settled.
Cool and and calm a little bit.
Yes, and he destroyed our sprinkling system in the back. He
Which
ate.
is funny, knowing Woody. I felt like he was always just a cool, calm dog.
Yeah, I know, right? But
He
not
seemed like it.
not in the beginning.
Yeah.
and but at the same time, so my wife also has put me in my place many times. I know where I stand in the hierarchy of her love.
Oh, believe me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With
And-
Austin, who? Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
no, dogs.
Yep.
Woody is number
Of
one,
course.
and then our current dogs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Woody will never leave number 1 spot in
Yeah.
her mind.
Oh, no.
and
Never.
never.
Never. Yeah. So, but and I try to lick her feet, and
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Sniffer butt
Yeah,
doesn't work.
she doesn't like it.
All right, but if Woody did it,
She loved it.
weird,
Explain that.
hypocrite.
I tell you.
Okay, so she's more in these rants. Barbosa's just kind of saying, just think about how nice it must be to put your children to sleep and then not have to fucking deal with your dogs. So this is what she's saying. So real quick,
She seems a little upset.
right, and not that I condone getting on her or spamming her in her comments,
Right.
But the way she's coming about it, I get it.
Yeah.
Because it's not that she's like just making a video about, oh, look at this, mom life. I got to deal with my dogs and kind of having fun with it. She's like, these fucking dogs, man. How nice would it be if I just didn't have them? So it's like she's coming in hard, which that's where these comments are coming
I
from.
want to know if someone offered to like kill her dogs for her.
Would she say yes?
It's like, well,
Yeah. Just give me $100. It will be an accident.
Well, it'll be clean. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. I'll take the bodies.
We're gonna give it to who's the North Dakota governor.
Oh God.
Well,
this
she's in on it. Kristi Noem will get her in there, and then it'll be fine.
Oh my God. Oh, that's horrible. Or she says, or wake up in the morning and make yourself coffee without having to chase your fucking 100-pound bulldog so that he doesn't eat his shit anymore. So she
Well, that's kind of I can understand that.
listen,
We have a dog that likes to eat.
I understand, but here's the
Yeah.
thing. I understand everything she's feeling.
Yes,
But she's coming at it aggressive, man.
you just don't say it.
Yeah, like not that way.
You think it, but don't say it.
Yeah, she's coming at it aggressive. So because there are times on this podcast where I'm talking to you where I cuss like that, but that's kind of part of the character, the bit.
Oh,
And so-
sure.
But so if that's who she is, that's how she's like, then maybe that she thinks
This is the character that you play like all the time, right?
But most
24/7.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a good character.
Oh, I'll tell you something in a minute. But yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So if she thinks she's coming off funny, like, yeah, I'm just kind of like this brash,
Right.
and, like I don't mean it. But if you don't know her and you just watch this video,
Sure.
I would think like, Jesus, lady, like, why do you even like get dogs? Because obviously you don't know what it's going to be like to have a dog and a kid. You can only imagine, but you got to have a little bit of an idea. And now you're just like, fucking this bulldog, I'm eating this shit. I got to take care of it. I just want to wake up and make my coffee. And by the way,
It sounds like maybe she just didn't get a good night's sleep with her kids.
yeah, maybe it's the kid's fault.
Maybe she's more upset with her kids
Yeah,
than the dogs.
I feel
actually,
like
Because
it's the kid's fault.
I would ask this question though:
Okay.
is how stressed out is she? So
Right,
the question she said,
right.
"Hey, if there's a fire,
Right.
who are you saving? Your dog, your cat? Of course, the kids."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's go with this: the amount of stress in your life. Think about it. Did you have more stress when you just had dogs, or did you have more stress when you also had kids now?
Exactly.
it's the kids.
Common-
Take the dogs out of it.
What's the common denominator?
Yeah, even without the dogs,
Yeah.
just the kids.
You're still stressed out.
Yeah. So
And yeah, it could be a stress thing. She's putting it on the dogs and like, oh, how do I take care of these guys? And I think there's a way to find a balance. I think she just needs to find it where maybe you don't spend the same amount of attention, but and it's going to get better as the kids get older, right?
Yeah.
Because the kids can go off on their own and do whatever.
And
but
then you said it's not that they have 2 acres. You just feed
Yeah,
them, make sure they have water, and go outside.
They would
at
be the
worst case.
happiest dog in the world. Like they, of course, maybe they want to love on you and be with you. That's fine. But man, if my dog had 2 acres, he would be around us. But like, you would just have a day.
Oh, yeah.
So
wouldn't see him much.
Yeah. So just relax.
Yeah.
Julie, what's her name?
Sure.
Something Barbosa.
Yeah.
Okay. So lastly. Okay, fine. Oh, 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes. Last thing.
Finish it. Yeah, wrap it up.
So she wants to preface again. She for critics who rewatched her original video. I specifically say I'm quote unquote. I'm not dreaming of their death. Again, she keeps talking about it quite a bit, and no one's asking her about it. So I am just simply recognizing that this is a shitload of work, and yeah, I signed up for it, which is why I'm doing it. Hold on. Yeah, I signed up for it, which is why I'm doing it to my best fucking capability. She says, this is quotes. I'm literally just recognizing the fact that when the dogs are no longer here on Earth, my day-to-day tasks, my daily responsibilities are going to be significantly lightened. So
Wow.
that's how she ends it.
That's a dog lover right there, folks.
So listen.
My life's gonna be easier when they're gone.
Just like our last video of the mom who was charging
People
We're
for play dates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get kind of
Yeah.
where you're coming from as far as like let's
Right.
normalize paying for your kids.
Yeah.
The way you're coming at it, man.
Yeah.
Barbosa here needs to chill out for a second. You know what I mean? Like Barbosa needs to chill and come at it, express your feelings a little differently.
I want to see now. I'm just trying to envision. I had this thought like the dogs. I could just see another video like, guys. So my dogs died,
Yeah.
and I know what you're thinking because I made that video, but I never wanted them to die. I wasn't saying I wanted them to die, but they did leave a suicide note.
It pans out. There's blood on her shirt.
But like a paw print
Yeah.
on the note.
Or no, she really tried to write it for the dog. Dear Julie, rough. I'm so sorry I was such a burden, rough to you. Like,
Or maybe the dogs hear this and they start moving out and they like
Right.
have like the old like
They're just
hobo
gone one day.
stick
Yeah.
with like a handkerchief
they're
tied to the back.
just super offended. And they're super offended. And then like one day she just not. The next
And
video.
they
Julie-
make a TikTok video about her.
Yeah. That's the next video Julie makes is like, guys, I haven't seen my dogs in a week. I don't know where they went. And it's like, well, we left. Yeah, dogs
Yes.
have their own TikTok.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take us to Minneapolis.
Okay.
So this it's a tour in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And some people,
Okay.
this has become a yearly thing. All right.
I don't like it already, but go
All right, here we go. So it's the Minneapolis Cat Tour
ahead.
that started as a joke,
Yeah.
But now-
as it should be.
draws hundreds of admirers. As it should be. Why?
A joke?
Yeah.
It's called a cat tour.
Uh-huh.
What are you talking about? You go see alley cats?
Whoa, alley cats. This is a respectable neighborhood, Chris.
Oh, it's fancy cats?
It's aristocrats.
Cat tour, yeah, that's a joke.
So it starts small. So John Edwards thought that it would be hilarious
Okay.
and somewhat ridiculous
Yeah.
to lead a walk through his Minneapolis neighborhood, admiring all the cats that live there.
Okay.
He says it's kind of a densely populated neighborhood where if you're walking around, you're going to see lots of cats.
Got it.
You know, it's called the Wedge, Lowry Hill East. It's commonly known as the Wedge. If you're in Minneapolis, like if
Okay.
you know the area, like, I'm gonna take me to the Wedge.
That's a fancy, nice neighborhood?
I don't know about
Not
that,
necessarily, okay.
but it's named that because it's wedge-like, the shape. It's shaped like a wedge, so that's why.
All right. Sure,
So,
sure,
fancy?
sure.
You think that's fancy?
No, but okay.
They don't make cheese there, do they, in Minneapolis?
No, it's not a cheese place.
That's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's next to Wisconsin.
What is
a wedge-
What is Minneapolis known for besides Prince?
Wheat.
You just made that up?
No, that's true. Actually,
I don't
yeah,
be-
no.
I don't believe
No,
you.
it is. Wheat was it's the largest place for wheat for a long time ago, for sure. Yeah, it's
All
one of the places that makes wheat.
All right. I'll believe you.
Who makes flour? Who makes flour? What's the big company?
C&H.
Yes. No, that's sugar.
But the flour too, right?
No, doesn't matter.
What are we talking about?
We'll get to it. We're live for no one. It's fine.
That's true.
So anyway, about a dozen people showed up for the impromptu cat tour 7 years ago. It's a 2-mile walk.
That's funny. Fucking this guy got 12 people to show up for a cat tour. We have no people watching a live impromptu. I mean, we can't get 12 people on a live. We can anybody. This is in Minneapolis. You have to be there.
Yeah.
And 12 people showed up.
Yeah.
And we got 0.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Yep.
Okay, go.
2 now. So
Well, really 1 because I'm 1.
okay, well, over a 2-mile walk, the group stopped to see about 20 cats peeking through their windows.
I wish I knew when someone comes up. How do I know who it is? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it.
So
Okay, sorry.
Edwards, he
I'm
runs
not
a hyperlocal media publication called Wedge Live. They really love the Wedge,
And it's dumb. Oh, okay. Yeah, this.
but he never thought that this cat tour would ever take off. 'Cause
Okay.
it's just a
Yeah.
joke.
Why would you? Right.
Yeah, it's-
Why would
yeah.
you? He thought it was funny one day to do it, which makes sense.
Right.
So okay.
I have seen people. In fact, we have someone on our street that walks his cat.
Leash.
No leash. I've seen a leash.
Okay.
Too. I've seen someone walking their cat on a leash.
Well, how do you walk it? The cat walks next to him.
Yeah, cat kind of walks ahead, and then
Oh.
might walk back towards him, and then walks further ahead.
That's impressive. Okay.
Yeah, I'm impressed by that cat. But I have seen cats on a leash,
Okay.
and I think it's just the weirdest thing.
Have you ever seen ants on a log?
I've eaten them.
No. Ooh.
That was back in kindergarten, though.
Okay.
So, anyway, people loved it, though, that first year. And they said, oh, man, this is really cool. This is a great idea. We should do this again. So he said, okay. So he organized this cat tour. And it has grown
Makes sense.
every year.
That's so funny, dude.
He says, it was a joke, and now it's real.
People do love cats.
They do. I just thought it would be a funny theme for an event, and it turned into a thing hundreds and hundreds of people wanted to come to.
He's like, oh shit, now I'm stuck. This is a joke. Now every year, I gotta fucking do this every year. Well, he better start. Maybe he'll show it, like, because I get it. It's a joke now. It's work for him, essentially.
Right.
You know. So hopefully he's charging. Does it talk about that?
Oh, come on.
If
Goodwill towards man.
It's
Minneapolis.
It's work for him, man.
Charles Schultz. Wasn't he from, didn't he start in Minneapolis? Elliot, Charles Schultz? Okay, there you go. Never mind.
Thank you, crew.
Thank you.
I don't know.
I thought it was like Charles Schultz started in Minneapolis.
Sounds like that would be something.
Yeah, it did. Not Nabisco. What's another flower?
That's true.
Yeah, it was true. Who makes the flour? Oro wheat. No. Oh man, I'm gonna do this for the
Doesn't matter.
longest time. You know the company.
Of course I do, but I don't know it now.
Okay. Anyway, June 26th, this last couple weeks ago, about 500 people of all ages came together at a local park ready to start the annual cat tour.
Nice.
So many held signs saying, "Show us your cats."
Oh boy.
And people also wore official Cats of the Wedge t-shirts,
Someone had T-shirts made.
tank tops,
Okay.
and tote bags.
What's happening?
Local reporters came to cover the tour. What are we doing wrong?
Well, this is
We need a
almost,
cat on
okay.
our show.
So what's worse, right?
Okay.
The local reporters, local phenomenon,
Yeah.
rat hole or cat tour.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. The rat hole in Chicago was
Yeah.
a big thing.
And people got married there.
Yes.
And you know, we're big time news stories.
we love like weird
Yeah.
things.
So it's interesting. It's almost like a T-shirt, rat hole versus cat tour.
Oh yeah.
If we were bigger, there's so many times we say stuff in the podcast. I'm like, make that a T-shirt, and we can a lot of.
And he did.
I know a lot of like streamers or
Yeah.
reactors, like they have their merch. You know what I mean? But obviously they have also like 3 million.
Well,
subscribers
what's
and stuff.
beautiful about that shirt, Rat Tour
Rat
Rat Hole
Hole.
versus Cat Tour, is that they're natural enemies anyway.
Rats and cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? So like that really kind of leads into
yeah.
the
What
Cat
team?
Tour leads to the Rat
Or
Hole.
we make 2 T-shirts, Team Rat Hole, Team Cat Tour, and you buy the one you like, and then so you walk around. Again, if we were big,
Yeah.
and we know who
Yeah.
we see the sales.
If you don't buy one, you're
What's
Team
that?
Asshole.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So anyway, he says this Edwards who started it says this is weird. This was just a fun thing to do.
Right.
I like to do weird, goofy stuff like this, and now other people seem to love it too. So it was intended just to be a local thing for the neighborhood.
Yeah, makes sense.
But some people travel from the suburbs, but now people, like he says, there's a guy who came specifically for the cat tour from Oklahoma City.
Oh, get a life. Get a life.
He
my
said
dude.
he had it on his bucket list
No.
and flew in
No.
from Oklahoma City to
No.
Minneapolis
No,
for
no.
this little neighborhood
No,
to see a
no.
cat on his bucket list, Chris.
No. I don't like it. I don't like any of that. Like
There are people you said people like cats.
they do like
and
cats.
it's
though.
not the
They
same
do
as
like,
dogs.
They do like cats.
right? Because
They-
you'd be like,
they-
oh, like 3 dogs.
They do like cats.
Oh, you're kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that's 20 cats.
Yeah.
That's not even crazy in the realm of
No.
cat owners.
No. It's and I don't even mind cats. I'm not like a cat hater.
Yeah.
But I like if I had one, I don't mind cats. But the
Look,
bananas,
you're not saying you want the cat to die.
Listen,
right?
I'm not saying that. Yeah. But the bananas mindset of cat people are way crazier than dog owners. Like I guess dog owners in a different way, but the way cat owners are
Yeah.
makes me not want to have a cat. But I don't mind cats. They're just but like relax. You're making me not want cats the way people act.
How do they act, Chris?
Well, they make fucking tours. People come from Oklahoma to Minnesota, and they say it's a bucket list thing. Like, oh, I don't want to see the Eiffel Tower or the Grand Canyon.
My bucket list
Or
is a cat
go
tour.
to New York City.
Yeah.
No, I want to go to a cat tour from the suburbs of Minneapolis.
Look, I think personally,
You're
if
a weirdo.
this is on this guy's bucket list, this guy's a bucket of fun. That's what I would say.
remember that movie Bucket List?
No. Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson?
And then John Mayer made a song for it.
Oh, God. So
Hey, well, don't say
now
John
that
Mayer's fine.
the cat tour
Say what you need to say, bro. That's
has grown considerably.
Yeah, okay,
now
got
the
it.
cat tour has
Got it.
grown considerably.
got it.
Edwards requests that residents who want to feature their cats in the tour,
Oh, boy.
they have to register
Oh,
their pets.
he's getting serious now. This is
It's
real
still a
deal.
free event.
Sure, okay, that's good.
But
that's good. But we're getting serious though.
Well, yeah, it's getting out of
You gotta
hand.
organize. You gotta organize.
Yeah.
Don't just show up willy nilly to your stupid cat tour.
This year there were about 22 stops along the 1-hour tour. though there were several bonus cats.
What does that mean? But it's like a video game.
You've unlocked a bonus cat.
You've unlocked bonus cat. Yes. And it's just walking with you throughout the video game. It's your little sidekick. Anyway. Bonus cat. That's a
I like that. No, that's a game. I think that's amazing.
The game is called Bonus Cat.
Bonus
Cat.
It's when you feed your cat, then some cat from outside comes and joins.
Yeah,
Who are you? I'm the bonus cat.
Or it's like you're doing you're doing Mario Kart, and that instead of a turtle shell or a banana, it's like it's a cat. You throw out the other racers. Bonus cat.
We need to make a video about bonus cat.
Bonus cat.
Now I got because I love laser cats.
Sure, exactly.
And now I'm thinking bonus cats.
Now we're doing video game bonus cat.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. So, but the bonus cats are basically it's owners that saw commotion outside and they decided to bring their cats out.
So it's just called stragglers. Okay, they call them bonus cats, but it's just some dude in his robe going, "What's this, princess? People, here, get out there."
Funny you say princess because now there was also a memorial
for
former tour cat.
Oh no, former tour
named Princess Pickles. And you said princess, but they had a memorial for the cat that used to be in the tour. Princess Pickles. Can we take a moment of silence on the tour, ladies and gentlemen? We are coming up to the house of Princess Pickles.
Former tour cat, one of our favorites.
Opened up for
her, you love her.
For Fleetwood Mac.
Princess Pickles, everybody. Bow your heads, Princess Pickles.
Was a backup dancer for Jennifer Lopez. While many cats remain inside their homes.
Real quick.
Yes.
I think we're moving past what you just said too quickly. Like a memorial for a beloved tour cat. Like Princess Pickles was this this huge thing, as if it was like Bagheera. What's another famous cat? I don't know. Shere Khan. Those are all from Jungle Book.
Bagheera
from Jungle Book.
Why are you doing Jungle Book? Heathcliff, Garfield.
Oh yeah.
Why are you going?
Garfield's better. They're treating Princess Pickles like she was Garfield. Like everybody knew Princess Pickles.
Bagheera, it's a panther.
It's a cat. It's like still a cat.
It's not a house cat.
They didn't say house cat tour.
Oh, you think there's panthers on this tour?
What if someone brought their leopard?
In this suburb of Minneapolis, I'm going to unleash.
It'd be funny, all these little cats prancing around, and then fucking leopard comes on a leash, comes walking around. Anyway.
There's just a picture of Chadwick Boseman there.
Yeah, I just think you went past it too quickly, that they had this...
For that to sink in, to really
sink it in. There's a memorial for Princess Pickles. The dumbest sentence I've ever said in my life.
Most cats stay in their homes. Others do come out to mingle.
No, they don't.
They come out to mingle.
Which means their owner throws them out of the door.
You know how much easier my life would be without cats?
Get out of here, cat.
It's so stressful with these kids. Go outside, cats.
Fucking weirdo.
The large group, they block traffic, but the drivers don't seem to mind.
I bet they do. I bet they do mind.
It's really just getting together with your neighbors, going for a walk, and looking at cats.
Okay.
Said one resident.
That was just funny. It's really just getting together with neighbors, blocking traffic, impeding people's daily lives.
The cats have signs like "End the war now."
Yeah.
It's actually, they're protesters.
It turned into a protest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stopping traffic. Yeah.
Like,
tying themselves to trees.
Stop the cat. The cat's like.
they basically just climb the tree and they can't get down.
Yeah.
And the fire department has to come.
What the hell, man?
You know.
Stop tying me to a tree every year.
The fire department tries to get the cat out because like, no, end war. I will not come down.
End war.
So, Paula Chesley is also a big fan of the cat tour.
I bet.
For 3 years, she showed off her cat, Billie Jean.
Okay.
But it's actually not her cat.
Meaning what?
She's just a cat that said that she was the one.
Oh, that's your joke. I got it. Okay.
She brought her outside in a stroller to socialize.
I mean, this is exactly what I'm saying about cat owners, man.
She says she loved it. She loved it.
Give me a break.
Billie Jean, though, passed away last July. So this was her old cat. So yeah, Billie Jean did pass away last year. But she has her new cat, Elvis.
I'm a fan of, like, human names for animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and cats, like there's dog owners get a little weird, I guess, with names, but cat owners get bananas with names.
They
Like,
do.
and
And
it's
it's kinda
funny.
fun.
Just a regular old Rachel. Just give me Rachel the cat. That's funny to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want. I like
Felix the cat.
well, Felix.
That's a pretty good
that's
one,
not
yeah.
a bad one. That's not a bad one.
So
I
Elvis,
guess he's
Elvis is a rescue cat and still too skittish to come out. So she just went without Elvis, but she's
Okay,
hoping,
that's fair.
you know.
That's
But
nice
yeah,
of her.
Billie Jean and then Elvis. So
I wonder what's next.
David Montgomery's cats, Coda and Margot, pose for people in
Pretty
their
normal.
window. But
No,
Montgomery's
they
also
don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
He's also taking care of
They
a
do
litter
not
of
pose.
kittens.
They don't pose. Cats don't know how to pose for the passerbyers.
You don't think cats know how to pose?
No.
They know on the what do they call it? The catwalk. On the catwalk. Thank you, 15.
15.
Okay, on the catwalk. If they call that because they can pose, you want to call it a catwalk if they can't pose.
Oh, give me it. Okay. Next.
Points.
Go.
Points. Thank you. Add points to my side. Thank you.
You know those points you've been keeping this whole time?
Yes, add them. But he also has a litter of kittens that he's taking care of, so he put them in the other window. So he was a big hit. 'Cause
And
he
did they
had-
pose too? That's what he calls posing. It's so weird, dude, to walk by and be like, I'm gonna put a nice little litter of kittens in the window, and this. No, it's weird. It's very weird. I hate it.
So
I don't
the
like it.
guy that put this together, John Embers, though, he wants to clarify one thing. He does not have a cat. He actually described himself as a dog person.
The guy who started it.
Yeah. He's actually more of
What
a
are
dog.
we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why
'Cause
are we even start this story? You motherfucker! You don't have a cat? Ooh! If I was one of those people at the tours, I would revolt. I would. He is.
And that would be the signs.
He is not allowed. He doesn't even have a cat. See, okay. I guess that makes sense a little bit more why he thought it was funny because like cat owners are weird. I'm gonna start this cat tour, and so he doesn't understand how serious it would get. If he was a cat owner, he would have known how deep it would have got. He doesn't have a cat.
It's like showing up to the PTA meeting.
What is this? I felt like you led me for
Yeah.
15 minutes and then fucking slapped me in the face.
I think we should make these changes to the school. I think the lunch program. Yeah, we should get more organic
Do
food.
you have a kid that goes here?
Oh no. I just like
No,
hanging out.
I just like coming here.
Um,
I hang around the school. I like to see what's going on.
I'm
Wait,
a
excuse me, sir.
concerned
Say
citizen.
again. You don't have a kid here?
Dude, I didn't know that's a requirement.
That's not the law. I don't have the kid.
I can still put my vote in for the PTA, can
I'm still an adult man.
I? So he says he does this for the neighborhood, for the community. He says it's a great
that's
way to bring
nice, that's
neighborhoods
nice, that's
together.
nice, that's
and
nice.
because it's going on for 7 years, he says he has no intention of stopping this.
All right,
He's going to
well,
do
we'll
it
see.
indefinitely.
We'll
So
see.
Chris, book your tickets now.
to Minneapolis.
Put this on your bucket list for next summer.
Got it. Yeah, got it. It's always summertime. That's the summertime's the
Yeah, it's always in
Did it just
June.
happen?
Yeah, it just happened. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where like in the Sacramento area, I'm sure in many areas, but they have we have a neighborhood here where it's a court during
Right.
the Christmas time.
Yeah, for sure. Dove Court.
Dove Court.
Yep,
You can
yep.
come and everyone.
and it's crazy and it's really cool.
Yeah, everyone has to, but you
Long
have
lines.
to
Yeah.
agree to decorate for Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
you
if
live there. Yes.
Like you can't be like
No.
a Jew
not a.
living
Whoa,
there.
whoa.
Right.
I don't like the word.
No,
Jew.
but would that be against their thing then?
No, as long as you decorate. I don't think they care about what you celebrate. as
But
long
you're
as
like,
you
you're like,
decorate.
I don't want to decorate.
Then you can't move there. Yeah.
But wouldn't that be? You think that could be a lawsuit? Right there?
No, not really. So I wonder if. So no one cares about Dove Court here, but I wonder.
No, I'm talking about if you were in a community where there was that movie, the Eddie Murphy movie, that just Candy Cane Lane.
Yeah. No, I
Right,
get it.
it's the same idea.
No, right. But I think like something like a Dove Court, where maybe it wasn't before, but I bet they started an HOA just to make sure.
Right.
That because HOA can like circumvent like fucking federal law almost. Like it doesn't matter. HOA can say whatever you.
So it's like a corporation.
They can do whatever they want. So if I was in Dove Court or another cul-de-sac that people visited for Christmas,
Yeah.
you have to start some kind of association. So if they don't, you have like the legal means to
Okay,
kick them
all
out.
right.
That will keep out of there because no one cares about.
No, I think that's interesting. All right, takeaways.
All right. So I mean, it seems simple. Love your pets, right? But not that much. That's it. Love them, but not too much. That's it. Simple. Like, don't go overboard.
Okay.
But also love them enough where you don't make a rant about saying that if they were dead, you'd be happy.
Got it.
So fall in the middle between June, whatever Barbosa over here,
Uh-huh.
and David Montgomery.
Got it.
Fall in the middle.
Somewhere
You
in the
don't got to start a animal tour.
John Edwards.
What'd I say? David
Yeah, Montgomery. He was one of the guys.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
John Edwards. But also don't say if they're dead, I'd be happy.
Gotcha.
So let's love your animals in the right amount.
I think what the cat tour needs is it needs Barbosa's dogs to come into it next year
Sure.
and just run amok and have fun.
Sure, that
You
makes
know,
sense.
and I think that's
Why not?
that's really
Do it.
It'll be probably the last one they do.
Probably make that lady happy.
It'll make her very happy
Yeah.
because someone will probably shoot their dogs
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
to protect the cats.
Probably.
It's like, well, problem solved.
I said I didn't want them to die, but if they do,
They didn't die by my hands.
yeah, we're not gonna. If I did want my dogs to die, I wouldn't do it myself,
Yes, and I didn't.
and I didn't.
All right.
But I'm thinking it, but
Right.
I don't want it to happen. Is that fair?
I'm gonna finish
thinking it.
reading this book by O.J. Simpson if I did it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it.
It's a good page turner.
It's okay to think that you want your dogs to die, but not do it. It's okay to think that, though.
Thinking all the time.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah. All the time?
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Two Guys, Two Things. And you can find the Two Guys, Two Things. We are going to do a Two Guys, Two Things tour.
Yeah, we have a book out. That's
Yeah,
the
it's a
other
book
thing.
tour.
That's the name of other things we're not doing.
We're also going to do a jogathon.
We have a jogathon. We're going to be performing at the Hollywood Improv
That's right. That's right. Get your tickets now.
and Largo. We're going to do a show at the Largo while we're down there.
That's right. We're also going to play the Copacabana. It's going to be huge. But no, in the meantime, you can find us on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. We're at Two Guys, Two Things. We have full podcast episodes, little clips, little fun things. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter, but I guess mostly YouTube. But
Yeah.
at Two Guys, Two Things pod on TikTok.
And if you can, like,
Yeah, please, man, just
subscribe.
like it. Even if you don't watch us, just subscribe to it. Like, just hit the button.
That doesn't help us.
Hit the button.
I don't know if that actually helps us. I think it hurts the numbers if you don't
Well, hit
get
the button.
Hit boop it.
Yeah,
Beep it and boop it.
yeah.
Beep it about beep bap boop. Jazz scat. Good night. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, okay. What?